Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such unboxings as Nintendo Switch and the Guest Limited Edition on 4K Blu-ray. But today I've got something different. It's just going to do like a sort of general pickups video here. And I just bought like some discs from HMV recently. Normally I would not go to HMV because they're a damn rip-off. But then I was just having to check there online on their website, just off the chance if there was any sort of decent deals on, and I came across what turned out to be a very sort of limited edition offer, where they had 3 4K Blu-rays for £30. Normally these sell for like £20 each, but if you bought 3, you got them for £30, which is brilliant. It's taken me a bit of time to do this because the second one I'll show you didn't turn up for ages, and I thought they were going to try and cancel it. They did give me the option to cancel, but I didn't want to cancel because I wanted the damn disc. It would have cost me twice as much from anywhere else. So I'm going to start with, I've got a few discs here just to go through. So the first one, so the first of these 3 anyway from HMV, is Tenet, Christopher Nolan's film from last year. It's the one where everything goes backwards and forwards and all that palaver. I won't go into into details about the plot of these because I'm just sort of doing a general quick unboxing just about these pickups. But yeah, so it comes out a really nice, maybe it's because it's a relatively recent one. This came out in December last year, I think. So we've got like a nice sort of cardboard slipcase there, and just sort of various bits on the back there, which is sort of information about the film. So, because I think Christopher Nolan thought he could be the saviour of cinema in 2020, and after spending, $200 million on this, they released it in cinemas, and sadly no one was there to watch it. I mean, there were some people watching it, but quite frankly, it's nothing like it is now because the place is absolutely packed. And I want to go and see Dune, which is showing in Vue Printworks IMAX, and it's in the full 1.43 to 1 70mm IMAX ratio. I'm not sure whether it's shot in 70mm or whether it's shot digitally, and they can do that now. But it's certainly presented in laser IMAX, so you can certainly watch it in the full format. So that's that, and then we have the thing itself. That's the box. Again, same stuff on the back there, and inside we have an advert for like a Christopher Nolan box set and just individual discs like the Batman films and Inception and Prestige. Yeah, Prestige. Decent film, Prestige. Batman films are not really that wowed on, quite frankly. The Inception, fantastic. But the box set itself, Christopher Nolan collection, 4K, has the Batman films and the 3 actually Interstellar and Dunkirk, which I'll come to, and also the Inception and Prestige. But it's only 7 films for like about 90 quid. And I'm getting these for, if you're paying £20 each for them, fine, it's good value, but I'm getting these for £10 each, so that's even better value. And then inside we've got, let's have a look, we've got extra discs than I thought. So just there we've got, giving you advanced spoilers there. Then we've got, stop flapping about, we've got the 4K disc there, and then the sort of regular Blu-ray on the left hand side, and the special features disc on the right. I reviewed this one on Blu-ray already, but and obviously saw it in the cinema. But it's nice to have it on 4K anyway, especially when it's this cheaper price. I've already mentioned what's coming up next, which is Interstellar, which is the one Christopher Nolan did in 2014 that's set in space. Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway going off to search for life on other planets. Basically, Christopher Nolan's direction and vision is superb, and the visuals are amazing. But the screenplay of some of his things, I know he writes some with his brother sometimes. The screenplay often a bit to be desired, and the plotting is a bit sort of soap opera. Well, the dialogue is a bit soap opera style. It's not brilliant, but you can sort of overlook that for what it achieves visually, which is amazing. Again, I saw this in 1.43 to 1, the IMAX. So that's a 4K disc inside, no sort of insert there. Flip it over, we've got the just look in the box there. We've got, it helps if I have it the right way up, doesn't it? The unlike with all the Tenet discs, we have the 4K disc there, and just flip that over, and we've got the Blu-ray up on the left, and the special features on the right. So this one hasn't been on TV yet. It's amazing. For some reason, a whole load of Warner films seem to end up taking about 7 years to make it to TV. I know Dunkirk, which will come up in a minute, that was on TV after 3 years, so which is sort of kind of the standard. But anything sort of before that tended to be about 7 years. I'm not even sure whether in fact, I don't think The Dark Knight Rises has been on TV, and that was like that's 2014 that came out, so that's well overdue. So it seems to be about 6.5, 7 years for some of these to come out. That's been 7 years, and this has been bloody 7 years. Anyways, the next one, as I mentioned, Dunkirk. So, and on the back there, we've got that. Let me show you the back of Interstellar. If it didn't, there you go. What's weird with these is, why is there no slip cover on these? Is it because they've been out quite a while? Maybe they only came out with slip covers originally, and now we get no slip covers, sadly. But so that's a bit of a shame. But when we go in, there's a download code for this, which I don't know, I might do something with. But let's make sure I get these the right way up. I'm sure they put them in upside down automatically. So we go for Dunkirk. We've got the 4K disc there, and flip that over, and we've got the Blu-ray. I think brilliant. And we'll try again. We've got the Blu-ray disc. Is that the Blu-ray disc on that side there, and the special features there. So there we go. Now, just before I get onto a slew of X-Men films, I did also get, this is only like about £6 or so, T2 Train Spotting. I really enjoyed it first time round. Second time round when I saw it on the telly, wasn't quite as good, but still well worth a watch. And obviously, nothing really compares to the original. But anyway, you may as well. I think it was partly based on the novel Porno, which was technically the follow-up to Train Spotting, as I understand it. I haven't read the books, but you can't go putting that on a name for a film, because it just looks a bit iffy, and especially for SEO purposes, search engine optimization. Put that word on your website, and it kind of looks a bit dodgy. Which I also thought of with what's that film with Jason Segel, isn't that his name? Sex Tape, which was thought a rather odd title to give a film, because I know that's what they were trying to film. I've not seen it, but it's not really kind of what you want to market your film with, is it? But obviously, T2, everyone knows Terminator 2, T2 Judgment Day. So T2 Train Spotting, why not? That's the back there, so kind of keeping the sort of orange theme of the original films, original film. Inside, before we come to the actual discs themselves, is just a little bit of leaflet. It's a bit of a puff piece about 4K Blu-ray, basically. As we get in, no great shakes, just the 4K disc on that side and the regular Blu-ray there. It's a shame we don't get both films in 4K. I don't think the first one is in 4K at the moment, which is a shame. But anyway, I'd like to have that in 4K if they did release it. Now the next ones are a slew of X-Men releases, and I only bought 2 of these kind of recently in this sort of when I was just before doing this pickups, because they were quite cheap. But I've got some other X-Men films, so I'll say in a minute which were the ones I bought. But I thought, why not just show the X-Men films off all together? So we'll kick off with the mediocre-ish X-Men Origins Wolverine. The Wolverine, the second film. Stupid names. Wolverine, the Wolverine. I mean, come on. The Wolverine was a better film. Logan was a much, much better film. Wolverine was a bit as it was on the back there. So I've had this for a little while, obviously, since it's being heckled by the ice tray in the the ice maker in my freezer. So I got this obviously when it came out, and then as we go into it, this is when it's a Blu-ray, but it's when they used to do Blu-rays and DVDs and a digital copy at the same time. So you don't really get Blu-rays and DVDs together now unless it's like a special edition. But you got the front and the back there. As you open it up, it sort of has a couple of little adverts for video games for whatever reasons. We've got Uncharted. Well, that was which one's that one? That was for turn it the right way around. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Not played that one at all. I think that's just like a piece. It's just like PS3, so it shows how far we're going back. And then this one was Uncharted 2. Among Thieves. And yeah, just in Uncharted with the guy looks like a sort of late 30s character, late 30s in age, and of course so they go for child in his 20s, Tom Holland. That film's going to be, I mean, it'll sell because it's Tom Holland, but God, it's going to suck. So it's got, yes, it's got a digital version on the DVD itself rather than just as a code. Again, that's how far we're going back. And then if I show the discs themselves, if I get them, yeah. So we've got the Blu-ray there, and the DVD there. Hey, ready to punch you. Next one we've got is, which I've had a while, is X-Men First Class. So that's a brilliant film, that. And this is, again, that's one that's got Blu-ray, DVD, and the digital copy. I'll sort of hide the codes because it's codes this time round. It came out in like 2011, I think. So you can actually put it on your PlayStation and PC. It's got separate codes for that. And it's also got an advert for some ROG thing or whatever. But yes, that's how you got your codes back for that. And then as we just look inside, yeah, the Blu-ray's there. The DVD's gone AWOL somewhere. God knows what's happened to that, but yeah, I'm not too fussed about DVDs. You get some people saying, "Oh, we got DVD. Why are you still watching DVDs when your name's DVD Fever?" But yeah, because that name came about many years ago when DVDs were just kind of a new thing, and you can't just change it. What do you want me to do? If you change your website name, it's going to take Google quite some time to actually sort of get to grips with, you know, pointing all the traffic coming your way to the new site. But you can't change it to Blu-ray Fever, 4K Fever, Digital Fever. It's not going to work. So there's always going to be something new. You know, as Tommy Lee Jones says early on in Men in Black, you know, they come up with an alternative to the CD, and he says, "Looks like I'm going to have to buy the White Album again." So yeah, just keep rebuying the same thing and double dip and triple dip and all the rest of it, just to keep us buying. So then we get on to, this is one of my two purchases. So Blu-ray 3D, and it comes with a Blu-ray and the digital copy, I think. Yes, digital HD ultraviolet. Never downloaded one of those, but because I just prefer the physical one anyway. So this is the 3D version of X-Men Days of Future Past, and I really enjoyed this one. It's a bit of nonsense, but it's not quite as good as First Class, but fun. And especially with the scene where Quicksilver, if I have a hammer, no, so if I could stop time in a bottle or something. That song, yeah, that's a really good scene. The box itself is exactly what you just seen there. And then as we go in, there's the digital version. Digital version with the codes on the back of that. I'm not going to show that. And then we just got sort of general stuff. What's this? Download the free X-Men Movie Cerebro app. So maybe whether that still works or not, I don't know. Maybe that was a thing back in 2014, but I've not downloaded that. And then we get a look at the discs themselves. Unlike our Blu-rays, so if it's a 3D Blu-ray, it has to come with a 2D version as well. They tended not always to put, you know, the 3D on the same disc as the regular Blu-ray, because it meant they had to manufacture a disc specific to 3D. Whereas in the end, it was just so much easier and cheaper, perhaps, just to make loads and loads of the regular Blu-rays, and then just manufacture the 3D in limited quantities, and then just stick the two in one box. Then make one, put all the Blu-ray stuff on one disc. I know Resident Evil Afterlife, the 4th film, I think it was, that has the 3D on the same disc as the Blu-ray. So yeah, that's about the only time I've seen that happen. Oh, and as I'm going through my X-Men releases, I see I already have this one. So, but I mean these, this one and the next one, they're only about £3.50 on Amazon. So I just bought them cheap. Did it like Metal Jesus Rocks and bought it cheap. So there we go. Well, he doesn't pay for anything anyway. He just he says, "Oh, I've not got this particular Xbox 360 model. Why didn't somebody send it to me?" So the next one is the other one I bought, XMen Apocalypse. This is the 3D Blu-ray and the Blu-ray itself, and digital HD. This is the one where Professor X's James McAvoy loses his hair. So that's that nice little flashy colour on there. Then, so yeah, I do like the boxes there, sleeves. Then exactly as you'd expect there. That's the front and the back for that. So exactly what's on the sleeve. It's got a digital code which I won't show. Again, whether it still works by this time or not, I don't know. But also we've also got on here we've got just cosmic destruction. Just X-Men advert there, and on the other side, utter destruction. That's for Independence Day Resurgence, which was not a patch on Independence Day. Not a terrible film, but if you're going to watch it, just watch it in 2D for that one, because I know for Days of Future Past they did shoot that one in 3D. For Apocalypse it didn't, but so it was like a post-conversion job, shooting 2D, turn it into 3D in post-conversion. And they say the same with Independence Resurgence. I've still not seen the 3D version of Apocalypse, but yeah, I saw the 3D version of Independence Day Resurgence at the cinema, and the 3D was hopeless. It was just a joke. So no the great shakes for this. And the next one, which I've had a little while, is X-Men Dark Phoenix. This is a 4K disc. So we've got that. That's the front cover. That's the back cover. Not a brilliant film, this. Not completely terrible, but just a bit of a... They're running out of ideas. I know that the franchise was on its way to Marvel soon after. So it's like they had to make, X number of... Pardon the expression. X number of films before they're out of contract. And, 20th Century Fox just had to do these before getting rid of it. It's like 20th Century Fox were contractually obliged to make 3 Fantastic Four films over 10 years. So after they made the 2005 film with Jessica Alba and the 2007 sequel, both of which were a bit crap, they still were contractually bound to make a 3rd film. So it's cheaper to make a bad film that nobody would want a sequel to and put it out and tarnish the reputation of everyone in it. So why anyone would sign up for it, I don't know. Then not make the film. And they made the Fantastic Four film. They could have just done a continuation, but they decided to do a whole reboot thing, even though they were never going to follow it up. And it stank, and there's no post-credit sequence either. And even though everyone was sat in the cinema waiting for it, and it was just it was rubbish. But they did it contractually, and so yeah. Anyway, but back to the disc. Got that on there. Again, just what's on the sleeve, and then very, very dull inside. Just got, they're not even trying by this point. So the Ultra HD Blue 4K and then the regular Blu-ray, but yeah, not even bothering with anything nice on there. That's a bit of a shame actually. And then last but not least for now, I have seen this one on Blu-ray. For some reason, they only seem to have the DVD to hand. The New Mutants. This is an absolute stinker. Again, running out of contract before it all goes over to Marvel and they reboot the whole thing and shove it in with the rest of the Marvel crap. Yeah, that's just the disc there. And this is yeah, this is an absolute stinker of a film. Why anyone bothered to be in this, I don't know. But it's a shame, really. But doesn't go out with a bang, but with a whimper. And yeah, and inside, even less attempts to try. Just that. That's all you get. A very sorry state of affairs, isn't it? Okay, so I'll leave it there for now. And coming soon, I think I'll do an unboxing this Hobbit 3D box set, which has, I think it's got 12 discs in. So the 3 films in 3D, so they have to include a 2D version as well, and extended versions to boot as well. So yeah, so I'll bring you an unboxing of that very shortly. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all the notifications. Let me know your thoughts about these unboxings in the comments below, and cue Genesis.